Why do some people look younger at 70 while others feel 90 at 40? I've spent over 30 years in medicine, and if there's one question that patients of every age and background eventually ask, it's this: Doctor, how do I stay young? Now, they're not always talking about wrinkles. Sometimes it's aching knees that refuse to climb stairs, brittle nails that chip with every tap, or joints that creak like old floorboards. Other times, it's something harder to describe: fatigue, brain fog, that feeling of being older than you are. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Karen. Karen was 49, successful, energetic, and determined to age gracefully. Every morning, she'd lather on $130 anti-aging creams. She took collagen peptides religiously, $60 a tub. Her bathroom shelf looked like a skincare aisle. In just 1 year, she spent over $2,000 trying to stay youthful. But when she sat across from me, she looked tired. Her skin was dull, her joints ached constantly, and her fingernails had ridges so deep they cracked when she typed. She had done everything right, at least according to beauty blogs and supplement ads. So why was her body falling apart? The answer wasn't on her face. It was in her food. You see, Karen didn't have a collagen deficiency. She had a toolbox deficiency. Her body was trying to build the scaffolding of youth, but it lacked the basic tools. You can't build a house if you're only handed the bricks and none of the mortar. And here's the twist most people miss. You don't eat collagen to make collagen. You make collagen with what you eat, if your body has the right tools. Collagen is not just about pretty skin. It's the invisible net that holds your body together. It supports your brain, cushions your joints, strengthens your blood vessels, even keeps your gut lining intact. It is literally the glue of life, derived from the Greek word kala, meaning glue. But here's the kicker: your body doesn't absorb collagen whole. It breaks it down into amino acids, just like any other protein. And without a steady supply of vitamin C, specific enzymes, and the right nutrients to assemble those pieces, your body won't rebuild what you're losing every day. So in this video, I'm going to show you why collagen powders may not be the miracle they claim to be. The one nutrient your collagen absolutely depends on, and how to get it naturally. And what ancient cultures knew about staying youthful, without ever opening a supplement bottle. If you've been slathering your skin and stirring powders into your coffee, but still feel your body aging faster than your years, this might be the most important message you hear all year. Let's take a deeper look beneath the skin, and uncover the real science of staying young. If youth had a blueprint, collagen would be the architectural backbone. At its core, collagen is a protein, but not just any protein. It's the most abundant one in the human body, making up around 30% of total protein content. Unlike other proteins that serve metabolic or enzymatic functions, collagen is structural. Think of it as the scaffolding that holds your body together, from the deepest layers of your skin to the tips of your blood vessels. But what makes collagen so unique? What exactly is collagen? Collagen is composed of amino acids, the basic building blocks of all proteins. Specifically, it's rich in 3 amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These amino acids form a very distinctive triple helix structure, like a tightly wound braid, that gives collagen its incredible tensile strength and durability. It's like rebar inside concrete, flexible enough to absorb stress, but strong enough to hold you together. Now here's the catch: your body doesn't absorb collagen from food or supplements as is. It breaks collagen down into its component amino acids during digestion. So when you eat collagen peptides, your body isn't filing those strands neatly into your skin or bones. It's breaking them apart, then deciding whether and how to use those pieces. That's why collagen production is less about what you consume, and more about how well your body can build collagen. Where does collagen live? Collagen isn't just skin deep. In fact, the skin only holds a fraction of your total collagen. Here's a quick tour. Skin, about 70 to 80% of your dermis, middle layer of skin, is collagen. It provides elasticity, smoothness, and that youthful firmness. Bones. About 30% of your bone structure is collagen. It provides a flexible framework that minerals like calcium and phosphorus lock into for strength. Joints and cartilage, ligaments, tendons, and joint cartilage are up to 80% collagen. This makes it essential for mobility and injury prevention. Blood vessels, roughly 30% of their structural integrity comes from collagen, helping vessels remain flexible yet strong. Cornea and eye tissue, around 60% collagen content ensures clarity and structure. Gut lining, collagen also plays a role in maintaining the tight junctions of your intestinal walls. So when we talk about collagen loss, we're not just talking about crow's feet. We're talking about brittle bones, fragile arteries, gut dysfunction, joint stiffness, and even vision degradation. What surprises many people is that collagen isn't permanent. Your body is constantly breaking down and rebuilding it. In your skin, collagen has a turnover rate of about 2 to 4% daily. In ligaments and tendons, it's about 1% daily, depending on your activity level. Bones regenerate collagen at about 5 to 10% annually. On average, adults lose and regenerate 100 to 300 grams, roughly 0.2 to 0.7 pounds, of collagen every single day. That means even if you consumed a full scoop of collagen powder, typically 10 grams, you'd still fall far short of what your body actually breaks down and needs to rebuild. This is why the emphasis must shift from consuming collagen to supporting collagen production inside your body. Why does collagen decline with age? By the time you hit your mid-20s, your body starts to lose more collagen than it can naturally make. After age 30, you may lose about 1% of your skin's collagen each year. That number climbs higher with chronic stress, increases cortisol, which degrades collagen. Smoking, reduces blood flow and delivers toxins that attack collagen fibers. UV exposure, from sun or tanning beds, which produce enzymes that break collagen down. Air pollution. Refined sugars and processed foods, which create advanced glycation end products that stiffen collagen. Even overwashing your hands or using harsh skin products can degrade local collagen levels. Now imagine combining all of these: stress, UV, sugar, alcohol, and age. It's like living in a demolition zone with no construction team. That's how premature aging happens. Procollagen, the unsung precursor. Before collagen becomes the strong, structured protein we rely on, it begins life as something called procollagen, a fragile, unfolded chain of amino acids. But here's the key: procollagen doesn't function until it folds into the right shape. Think of it like origami. A flat sheet of paper has no form. But fold it into a crane, and suddenly, it's art with structure. This folding process is highly dependent on a few critical factors. Enzymes that guide the process. Vitamin C, which activates these enzymes. Hydrogen bonds, which stabilize the triple helix shape. When something goes wrong during this folding process, the result is misfolded proteins, which your body may either discard or mistakenly use. In the worst-case scenario, misfolded collagen contributes to conditions like scurvy, severe vitamin C deficiency, or in the case of other proteins, serious diseases like Alzheimer's, which involves amyloid plaque misfolding. In today's wellness world, collagen powders are marketed as the holy grail of anti-aging. They promise firmer skin, stronger joints, thicker hair, and better digestion, all neatly packed into a scoop you can stir into your morning coffee. But as a physician who's studied human biochemistry for decades, I can tell you, this is one of the biggest modern myths in the supplement industry. Let's pull back the curtain and look at where collagen peptides really came from, and why they may not be the miracle you've been sold. Collagen peptides didn't start as a wellness product. They started in the meat industry, used as water binders in sausages and processed meats. Manufacturers discovered that breaking down animal collagen into smaller protein fragments, called peptides, created a sticky, gelatinous material that improved texture and extended shelf life. It was inexpensive, abundant, and convenient. So, when wellness companies saw the explosion of interest in anti-aging trends, it wasn't long before this byproduct was rebranded into a high-end solution for youth. What used to be a tool for stuffing sausages became a $4 billion global industry. And yet, no one paused to ask a critical question: just because your body consumes collagen, does that mean it actually uses it to build new collagen? The science says, not necessarily. Why collagen isn't a magic pill? When you eat collagen, whether in powder, gummy, or capsule form, your body does not absorb it whole. Instead, it breaks the collagen down into amino acids, the same way it digests chicken, beans, or tofu. Those amino acids then go into a general pool, where your body decides what to do with them. It might use them to rebuild muscle. It might use them to create enzymes. Or it might just store the excess as fat. That's because collagen supplements don't contain the full set of nutrients needed to trigger collagen synthesis. They're missing key ingredients, like vitamin C, zinc, copper, manganese, and specific enzymes, that your body requires to build and cross-link collagen fibers effectively. Imagine pouring bricks onto a construction site without mortar, scaffolding, or a blueprint. No matter how high quality those bricks are, you're not building anything without the rest of the crew. And this brings us to one of the most misleading assumptions in modern marketing. If I eat collagen, I'll grow collagen. It sounds logical, until you apply the same idea elsewhere. Would you eat hair to grow hair? Would you eat a heart to heal your heart? Would you chew on fingernails for better nails? Of course not. So why do we assume collagen behaves any differently? Let's take a look. Okinawans in Japan, known for their longevity, consumed diets rich in vegetables, seaweed, and small amounts of fish. Their vitamin C intake was naturally high from foods like bitter melon and citrus. They didn't drink collagen, yet they aged gracefully. Mediterranean cultures relied heavily on legumes, olive oil, fruits, and vegetables, foods packed with antioxidants and the raw materials for collagen support. Ethiopian highlanders, who rarely consumed meat, still maintained excellent joint health and skin elasticity into old age. Their diets were based on teff, lentils, and fermented grains, all nutrient-dense and anti-inflammatory. Even the Bible's Garden of Eden diet, entirely plant-based, didn't include powdered peptides. So what was the common denominator? They weren't consuming collagen. They were consuming the nutrients that build and protect collagen. They had whole food sources of vitamin C, the catalyst for collagen formation. Amino acids, especially glycine, proline, lysine. Antioxidants, to fight collagen-destroying free radicals. Minerals, zinc, copper, sulfur. Modern diets, on the other hand, are high in protein, but low in cofactors. Americans eat twice the recommended amount of protein, yet still suffer from weak nails, sagging skin, and achy joints. Why? Because it's not about protein quantity, it's about nutrient synergy. Collagen supplements are brilliantly marketed. They often use before and after photos, influencer testimonials, and claims of glowing skin in 2 weeks. But what they rarely tell you is this. Any collagen benefit you see is likely due to a change in overall nutrient intake, not the collagen alone. In clinical trials, the most meaningful improvements in skin elasticity, hydration, and texture come when collagen is paired with vitamin C and antioxidants. When those aren't present, the body has no signal or substrate to prioritize collagen rebuilding. And remember, if your body is under stress, emotionally, physically, or environmentally, collagen breakdown accelerates. That means unless you're actively protecting what you already have, you're likely losing collagen faster than any scoop can replace. 1. Vitamin C. If collagen is the house, vitamin C is the contractor, the glue, and the quality control manager, all in one. You can have all the building materials you want, bricks, nails, timber, but without someone to direct the construction, nothing comes together. That's exactly what happens in your body when you're missing vitamin C. Collagen begins its life as a soft, fragile molecule called procollagen. To transform into its strong, triple helix structure, procollagen needs to go through a chemical process called hydroxylation. This is where vitamin C steps in. Vitamin C acts as a cofactor, a helper, for two critical enzymes. Prolyl hydroxylase. LYL hydroxylase. These enzymes attach hydroxyl groups to proline and lysine amino acids within the collagen chain. Without this step, the chains cannot link together or form their proper 3D structure. It's like trying to tape together a rope bridge with no tape, it will collapse under pressure. When collagen is poorly formed, your skin becomes thin, your gums bleed, your blood vessels weaken, and your joints deteriorate. But when vitamin C is present and active, collagen becomes what it's supposed to be, the unshakable scaffolding of youth. To truly understand vitamin C's power, we have to sail back to the 1700s. During long ocean voyages, British sailors lived on meat, dried biscuits, and beer, no fruits or vegetables. After weeks at sea, many of them began suffering from bizarre symptoms, swollen gums, bleeding under the skin, chronic fatigue, and sudden death from internal hemorrhaging. The cause? Scurvy, a disease of severe vitamin C deficiency that destroys the body's collagen supply. It wasn't until a naval physician, Dr. James Lind, conducted an experiment with citrus fruits that the mystery was solved. Sailors who consumed lemons and oranges recovered dramatically. From then on, British ships stocked limes on every voyage, and the sailors became known as limeys. But here's the irony, fast forward to today, and many modern diets, high in meat, low in fruit, are mimicking the same mistake. People eat more protein than ever before, yet suffer from brittle nails, slow healing wounds, and aching joints. It's not a collagen problem. It's a vitamin C problem. You've probably seen serums and creams boasting vitamin C infusion. While topical application can help reduce fine lines and improve skin tone locally, it's not the full solution. Topical vitamin C needs a stable formulation to avoid rapid oxidation. Only penetrates the upper layers of the skin. Cannot support internal collagen production in bones, joints, or blood vessels. Oral vitamin C, however, is distributed through your bloodstream, reaching every tissue, from the soles of your feet to the lining of your brain. And it's this systemic effect that matters most for longevity. During my residency, I worked alongside a trauma nurse named Eliza. One day, she had surgery to repair torn ligaments in her ankle. Despite the expected 6-week recovery window, Eliza shocked her orthopedic team. She was walking without crutches in just over 3 weeks. Her secret? I loaded up on fruit, she told me. Citrus, berries, mango, papaya, every day, every meal. She wasn't taking collagen supplements. She wasn't using expensive creams. She was simply giving her body the cofactors it needed to rebuild tissue. The doctors were baffled. I wasn't. Because when your body gets what it needs, it knows how to heal. In the next section, we'll explore how to get collagen-building nutrients from your plate, not your pantry, and which foods quietly outperform even the best supplements on the shelf. 2. Food as medicine, building collagen naturally. When it comes to collagen, the best pharmacy might just be your refrigerator. Forget expensive powders or serums for a moment. Your body is already equipped with the tools to build collagen on its own, if you feed it the right ingredients. Let's dive into the real, natural sources that support collagen synthesis from the inside out. Vitamin C-rich powerhouses. Vitamin C isn't stored long-term in the body. That means you need daily intake from food to maintain strong collagen production. Fortunately, many fruits and vegetables are loaded with this essential nutrient. Here are some of the top contenders. Kakadu plum, native to Australia, this tiny fruit contains up to 100 times more vitamin C than an orange. Just one plum can give you over 3,000% of your daily requirement. Papaya, 1 cup contains more than 150% of your vitamin C needs, and also offers enzymes that help digestion and reduce inflammation. Kiwi, a delicious, fuzzy little fruit with powerful antioxidant effects and over 230% of your daily vitamin C in one serving. Mango, not just rich in vitamin C, but also vitamin A, which supports skin cell turnover. Citrus fruits, lemons, oranges, limes, and grapefruit are classic sources that are easy to add to meals, drinks, or even dressings. Bell peppers, especially red, surprisingly, one red bell pepper contains more vitamin C than an entire orange. Plus, they're loaded with carotenoids that fight skin aging. By incorporating a variety of these daily, you're doing more than supporting collagen, you're reducing inflammation, neutralizing free radicals, and energizing your cells from head to toe. Collagen is made from amino acids, specifically glycine, proline, and lysine. While meat and dairy are commonly touted for protein, many plant-based foods offer complete amino acid profiles, especially when consumed in combination. Top plant sources include chia seeds, high in protein, fiber, and omega-3s. Chia supports skin hydration and elasticity. Quinoa, a rare grain that is a complete protein on its own. Soy, edamame, tofu, tempeh, contains all 9 essential amino acids and is particularly high in lysine, crucial for collagen cross-linking. Lentils and legumes, excellent sources of protein, iron, and zinc, another cofactor in collagen synthesis. Pumpkin seeds, high in magnesium and zinc, both essential for tissue repair. These foods may not carry the protein volume of a steak, but they bring something more important to the table: bioavailable nutrition with built-in cofactors like fiber, antioxidants, and minerals, none of which you'll find in a slab of grilled meat. Here's the problem with modern protein: it's been stripped. Refined meats, protein isolates, and powdered shakes often deliver protein, but without the vitamins, enzymes, or antioxidants your body needs to actually use that protein effectively. Imagine sending a shipment of building materials to a job site, but no tools, no blueprint, no crew. That's what processed protein is like. It's fuel without a steering wheel. Whole plant foods, on the other hand, offer more than just amino acids. They deliver them in a nutrient-rich matrix that supports collagen production, immune health, and gut integrity, all at once. Dr. Lee met Hector while volunteering at a charity marathon event. Hector was 74. Lean, clear-eyed, full of energy, and had just finished his 15th marathon. No knee braces, no stiff gait, no anti-inflammatory meds. When Dr. Lee asked him his secret, Hector laughed. "I'm a plant guy," he said. "Been that way since my 40s. I eat like a rainbow every day." His daily routine. Morning, oatmeal with chia seeds, blueberries, kiwi, and flax. Lunch, lentil salad with bell peppers, parsley, tomatoes, and lemon dressing. Snack, papaya slices and almonds. Dinner, quinoa bowl with sautéed greens, tofu, and sweet potatoes. Dessert, a square of dark chocolate and chamomile tea. No powders. No collagen tubs. Just real food, every day. Dr. Lee later said, "I've met younger patients who couldn't run to the mailbox without joint pain." Hector reminded me, it's not about age, it's about what fuels your system. Up next, we'll explore the other side of the equation: what destroys collagen, and how to stop the invisible forces aging you from the inside out. 3. Oxidative stress, the collagen destroyer. You can eat all the collagen-building foods in the world, but if you're constantly bombarding your body with collagen-destroying forces, it's like trying to build a sandcastle while the tide comes in. This destructive tide has a name: oxidative stress. At a cellular level, oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules, called free radicals, outnumber the antioxidants that neutralize them. These free radicals are like biochemical vandals: they damage DNA, proteins, and fats in your body's cells. And when it comes to collagen, they don't just cause minor damage, they actively break it down. Let's look at the most common, and most dangerous, sources of oxidative stress that accelerate collagen loss. 1. UV radiation, sunlight and tanning beds. Ultraviolet rays don't just tan your skin, they trigger enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs, which break down collagen and elastin fibers. UV exposure is one of the leading causes of premature wrinkles, sagging skin, and uneven pigmentation. 2. Air pollution. Smog, industrial chemicals, and vehicle exhaust release particulates that settle on your skin and are inhaled into your bloodstream. These pollutants generate a constant stream of free radicals, damaging collagen deep beneath the skin. 3. Refined sugar. Excess sugar binds to proteins in a process called glycation, forming harmful molecules known as AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These AGEs stiffen and distort collagen fibers, making your skin more fragile and prone to wrinkles. 4. Alcohol. Alcohol dehydrates tissues, depletes antioxidant stores, like vitamin A and C, and weakens blood vessels that deliver nutrients to collagen-rich areas. Chronic drinking has been linked to premature aging, thinning skin, and poor wound healing. 5. Tobacco smoke. Smoking floods your body with toxins and free radicals while drastically reducing vitamin C levels. Smokers have thinner skin, more wrinkles, and higher rates of vascular and connective tissue damage. If you're exposed to just one of these regularly, your collagen is at risk. Combine 2 or more, and you've got a recipe for accelerated aging, inside and out. Luckily, your body isn't defenseless. Antioxidants are nature's cleanup crew. They donate electrons to free radicals, neutralizing their destructive energy and reducing the chain reactions that lead to cellular and collagen damage. Key collagen-saving antioxidants include: Vitamin C neutralizes free radicals, regenerates oxidized vitamin E, and supports collagen synthesis directly. Vitamin E, fat-soluble antioxidant that protects cell membranes, especially in skin. Plant polyphenol, found in berries, green tea, turmeric, grapes, and dark chocolate. These compounds reduce inflammation and oxidative stress across tissues. Here's where vitamin C really shines. In addition to building collagen, it actually inhibits the enzymes that break collagen down. Specifically, it suppresses matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs, the same enzymes that UV rays and pollution activate. Think of vitamin C as both a builder and a bodyguard. It helps assemble collagen by activating key enzymes. Then it protects your collagen by disabling the enzymes that would otherwise tear it apart. Studies have shown that individuals with higher vitamin C intake have fewer wrinkles, better skin texture, and improved skin elasticity, not because they're adding more collagen, but because they're preserving what they already have. To keep collagen safe, fill your plate with berries, especially blueberries and blackberries, which are rich in anthocyanins. Citrus fruits, for high vitamin C and flavonoid content. Leafy greens, spinach and kale are packed with carotenoids and vitamin E. Tomatoes, full of lycopene, which helps protect skin from sun damage. Green tea, contains catechins that fight skin inflammation and reduce MMP activity. Up next, let's go beyond the surface and explore the aloe vera miracle, a natural, powerful topical remedy that's been healing skin for centuries. For the aloe vera miracle, nature's topical collagen aid. Before there were serums, syringes, or supplements, there was aloe. For centuries, this humble succulent has been revered as one of nature's most potent skin healers. Long before we understood the chemistry, ancient civilizations knew what modern science is still rediscovering: aloe vera stimulates healing from the outside in. From the sands of Egypt to the jungles of South America, aloe has earned many names: the plant of immortality, the silent healer, the burn plant. Cleopatra, famed for her beauty, reportedly used aloe vera in her daily skincare rituals to maintain her legendary complexion. Alexander the Great was said to have conquered the island of Socotra, not for land, but for its abundant aloe, which his physicians used to heal soldiers' battle wounds. In Ayurvedic medicine, aloe was a go-to for balancing pitta skin conditions like redness and inflammation. Traditional Chinese medicine used aloe as a cooling remedy for internal and external heat. Indigenous Mayan and Aztec healers applied it to burns, insect bites, and even surgical incisions. Clearly, this was more than folklore. It was generations of field-tested, skin-saving wisdom. Inside every fleshy aloe leaf is a translucent gel, made up of over 75 active compounds that support skin repair and regeneration. Among them, vitamin C boosts collagen synthesis and protects against oxidative damage. Vitamin E, a key fat-soluble antioxidant that protects skin cells and improves elasticity. Vitamin B12 supports tissue oxygenation and cell repair. Folic acid and choline aid skin cell turnover and barrier function. Salicylic acid, a natural exfoliant that unclogs pores and reduces inflammation. Glucomannan, a plant sugar that interacts with fibroblast cells to stimulate collagen production. Saponins and lignans, natural antiseptics and penetrants that help aloe deliver nutrients deep into the skin. Enzymes, like bradykinase, which reduce inflammation and swelling. Minerals, zinc, magnesium, manganese, selenium, and copper, all essential for skin repair. Together, these compounds make aloe vera a one-stop topical pharmacy, cleanser, moisturizer, anti-inflammatory, and collagen stimulator all in one. Walk into any drugstore and you'll find a shelf full of aloe products. But most of them share a common problem: the aloe content is minimal, processed, and often destabilized. Here's the difference. Fresh aloe is 99% water, with all active compounds intact. It absorbs rapidly into the skin and dries to a thin, firming layer. Commercial aloe gels are often diluted, dyed, perfumed, and preserved with synthetic chemicals. Many contain less than 10% actual aloe content, and almost none of the enzymatic activity of the fresh plant. If you've ever been disappointed by an over-the-counter aloe gel, it's probably because you weren't using aloe, you were using a product that once saw a cactus. When I was 15, I had a face full of acne and a drawer full of prescription creams. Most of them burned, peeled, or dried out my skin. But one day, my mother handed me a strange-looking plant in a clay pot. "Break off a piece," she said, "and rub the gel on your face before bed." It felt sticky at first. Then cool. Then invisible. I did it every night. Within a few weeks, the angry red cysts began to heal. The scars faded. My skin softened. Later in medical school, I had surgery to remove a benign skin lesion on my shoulder. I used antibiotic cream as prescribed, but I also applied fresh aloe daily once the stitches came out. Even my supervising surgeon was surprised by how quickly the wound closed, and how minimal the scar turned out to be. To this day, I keep a living aloe plant in my kitchen window. Not because I'm sentimental, but because it works. Aloe may not rebuild the 70% of collagen found deep in your connective tissue, but it can dramatically support the 30% on the surface. And when paired with internal collagen-building habits, it becomes a powerful ally in the battle against aging. In the next section, we'll turn inward again, exploring why vitamin C is not just a beauty nutrient, but also critical for your brain and nervous system. 5. Vitamin C and brain health. When most people think about vitamin C, they picture glowing skin, a strong immune system, or maybe a glass of orange juice during flu season. But there's one organ that quietly hoards more vitamin C than any other in the body. It's not your skin. Not your liver. It's your brain. In fact, gram for gram, your brain contains the highest concentration of vitamin C in your entire body. This isn't just coincidence, it's a sign of how critical vitamin C is to mental function and neurological resilience. Your brain is an energy-intensive, highly oxidative organ. Every thought, every memory, every emotion is the result of millions of chemical reactions occurring in rapid fire. These reactions produce free radicals, which, if left unchecked, can damage brain cells. Vitamin C, a powerful water-soluble antioxidant, acts like a guardian, scavenging these free radicals and protecting delicate neurons from oxidative stress. But its job doesn't stop there. Vitamin C also plays a crucial biochemical role in the synthesis of neurotransmitters, the chemicals that regulate your mood, memory, and focus. It is essential for the conversion of dopamine to norepinephrine, both of which are critical for motivation, alertness, and mood stability. It helps modulate serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter responsible for emotional balance and well-being. It supports acetylcholine production, which is vital for learning, memory retention, and mental clarity. When you're low in vitamin C, your brain doesn't just slow down, it struggles to communicate effectively with itself. You don't need full-blown scurvy to suffer the effects of vitamin C deficiency. Even mild insufficiency can create noticeable cognitive and emotional changes, such as fatigue. Despite getting enough sleep, you feel drained before noon. Brain fog, your thinking is sluggish, like walking through molasses. Poor concentration, reading or focusing becomes a chore. Irritability and low mood, you snap more easily or feel persistently down. Memory issues, forgetting names, tasks, or where you put your keys becomes routine. You might chalk these up to age, stress, or multitasking, but sometimes, it's just a lack of vitamin C quietly undermining your mental sharpness. In clinical studies, participants with even moderately low plasma levels of vitamin C performed worse on tests of attention and working memory. In contrast, those with adequate levels had better focus, faster recall, and fewer depressive symptoms. Here's something fascinating: your skin and your brain develop from the same layer of embryonic tissue, the ectoderm. That's more than biology trivia. It explains why skin health often mirrors brain health. Dull skin, premature wrinkles, slow wound healing, these can be external signs of internal neurological imbalance, especially when linked to oxidative stress or inflammation. Think about it: if your body doesn't have enough vitamin C to protect your neurons, it's almost certainly not protecting your collagen either. So while you may apply vitamin C serum to your face in search of glow, the real glow, the one that radiates from within, starts with your brain. The best way to nourish both brain and skin is from the inside. Start your day with fruits rich in vitamin C, kiwi, oranges, papaya, and berries. Snack on bell peppers or sip herbal teas with lemon. Include leafy greens and broccoli in your meals for a steady supply throughout the day. Stay hydrated to support circulation and vitamin C delivery to tissues. And remember, mental fog and emotional flatness aren't always psychological, they're often nutritional. Before you reach for another coffee or prescription, ask yourself: have I fed my brain today? In the next section, we'll explore how to find the right dose of vitamin C for your body, how to tell if you're getting too little, or too much, and when supplements might be necessary. For the right dose, and when to supplement. If vitamin C were a drug, it would be called a miracle. But like any powerful tool, its effects depend entirely on how much you use, and when. The question is, how much vitamin C do you really need? The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin C is 90 mg per day for adult men. 75 mg per day for adult women. Add an extra 35 mg per day if you're a smoker. That might sound reasonable, until you realize that this number was designed simply to prevent scurvy, not to optimize health, skin, or brain performance. The RDA is the nutritional equivalent of setting your thermostat just warm enough to not freeze to death. It keeps the lights on, but it doesn't build resilience. And it certainly doesn't help you thrive in a stressful, polluted, fast-paced world. So what is optimal? Most experts in integrative medicine and nutritional science suggest aiming far higher, between 200 mg to 2000 mg per day, depending on your diet, stress level, and environmental exposure. Some individuals may require even more. Whole foods should always be your foundation. But certain conditions increase your need for vitamin C, making supplementation not only smart, but necessary. Illness and infection. Your immune system burns through vitamin C rapidly during viral or bacterial attacks. Surgery or injury, healing wounds and rebuilding collagen demands extra support. Air pollution, smog, smoke, and urban chemicals dramatically increase free radical exposure. Smoking or secondhand smoke, this depletes plasma vitamin C levels faster than almost any other lifestyle factor. High stress levels, emotional or physical stress increases cortisol, which in turn depletes vitamin C reserves. Restrictive diets or fasting, juice cleanses, intermittent fasting, and low-fruit diets can lead to insufficient intake. Chronic inflammation, autoimmune conditions and metabolic disorders raise your body's oxidative load, and vitamin C is used to buffer the damage. In these cases, supplementation can serve as a targeted rescue mission, delivering concentrated antioxidant power where the body needs it most. Unlike fat-soluble vitamins, excess vitamin C is excreted in urine. That means your body has a natural safety valve, but also a limit. Once you surpass your individual tolerance, your body will let you know, loudly. The most common symptoms of excess oral vitamin C are diarrhea, bloating, gas, cramping. This is known as the bowel tolerance threshold. For most people, tolerance ranges from 2,000 mg to 10,000 mg per day, depending on body size, stress, and need. If you take too much at once, not only will you not absorb it, you may end up in the bathroom more than you'd like. For those needing high doses beyond what the gut can handle, doctors sometimes prescribe intravenous vitamin C. This bypasses digestion entirely and allows for extremely high concentrations to be delivered directly into the bloodstream, often used in cancer therapy, severe infections, or post-surgical recovery. But vitamin C isn't a DIY solution. It requires medical supervision and isn't necessary for everyday use. One concern often raised about high-dose vitamin C is its potential to raise urinary oxalate levels, a factor in some types of kidney stones. Here's what we know. Vitamin C can be metabolized into oxalate, particularly when taken in large, isolated doses. People with a history of kidney stones, especially calcium oxalate stones, may want to avoid megadosing vitamin C without monitoring. Synthetic high-dose supplements are more likely to raise oxalate risk than vitamin C from whole foods. However, most of the panic around this connection stems from isolated case reports, not population-wide evidence. In healthy individuals with normal kidney function, moderate vitamin C supplementation is considered safe. If you're concerned, space out your doses, stay hydrated, and get your vitamin C primarily from fruits and vegetables, which also contain fiber, potassium, and flavonoids that support kidney health. Up next, we'll tie it all together with a final reflection on what true anti-aging looks like, and how you can start rebuilding your health, from collagen to confidence. Let's take a moment to step back from the powders, the creams, and the hype. Because true longevity, true vibrancy, was never about chasing after youth. It's about building strength from within. Quietly, consistently, and deliberately. The wellness industry has trained us to look outward for answers, expensive collagen peptides, boutique serums, for drips marketed as liquid miracles. But the truth is far simpler, and far more empowering. You don't need to buy youth. Your body already knows how to make it. It just needs the raw materials. When you supply your cells with what they're actually craving, vitamin C, clean proteins, antioxidants, hydration, rest, they don't just survive. They rebuild. They renew. They thrive. So let's recap what you've learned in this journey. Collagen isn't something you absorb, it's something your body makes. But only if it has the amino acids from real, whole proteins. The vitamin C to assemble and stabilize those chains. The antioxidants to protect what's already built. The wisdom to work with, not against, your own biology. No scoop of powder can do that alone. If you want to stay youthful, not just in appearance, but in strength, clarity, and energy, start with these simple habits. 1. Eat 5 to 10 servings of vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables every day. Prioritize citrus, kiwi, berries, papaya, mango, bell peppers, and leafy greens. These don't just provide vitamin C, they come with enzymes, flavonoids, and fiber to supercharge absorption. 2. Rotate your sources of complete amino acids. Include a mix of legumes, seeds, quinoa, soy, or clean animal proteins, if you're not plant-based. Remember, it's not about eating more protein. It's about eating protein that's accompanied by the cofactors needed to use it. 3. Apply fresh aloe vera or homemade vitamin C topicals once or twice a week. Use real aloe gel from the leaf, or create a simple vitamin C mask using powdered L-ascorbic acid mixed with water or aloe juice. Your skin is an organ. Feed it, don't fight it. 4. Avoid the collagen hype, focus instead on metabolic health. Collagen powders may offer trace benefits, but they don't replace poor diet, chronic stress, or environmental overload. Prioritize blood sugar control, good sleep, and low inflammation. That's where collagen really thrives. Youth isn't what you buy in a bottle. It's what you build with your body, one molecule at a time. You are not broken. You are rebuildable. Not through fads, but through fundamentals. Your collagen, your skin, your joints, your energy, it's all part of a quiet conversation between your body and your choices. The more you nourish that relationship, the younger you'll feel, not just on the surface, but deep in your bones.